everyone, I'm Amanda Stem of Oily Stem. Thank you so much for joining me on my DIY week. I hope you are all following me on Facebook, on my page Oily Stem, and also my newest blog at oilystem.wordpress.com. On there you can find lots of information on living a chemical-free life. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make chemical-free bug repellents using ingredients that you already have in your home. And you know, lately I've been doing a lot more research and a lot more label reading. Have you ever stopped to evaluate what you're putting on yourself and on your children as far as your bug repellents are concerned? Many of the ingredients I know I cannot pronounce are now being linked to things like cancers, hormonal imbalances, reproductive issues, all of these things that we can avoid by just choosing a natural, chemical-free option. So many of these we can make ourselves, and I'm going to show you today how to make a couple really simple ingredients to use for your own bug repellent, or I should say annoyance-free outdoor lifestyle. So to start with, it's very simple. You just need a couple ingredients, very inexpensive. You're going to use half and half of distilled water and either witch hazel or vodka. I choose witch hazel just because it's so cheap and easy to find. It's chemical free, it's odor free, it's a simple all natural ingredient. Do look though on the back and make sure it's all natural witch hazel 100%. You don't want to get anything with any other additives to it. Make sure you're choosing a good option. You can also use a good vodka. 70% or more of alcohol content is usually best to use. And then just a couple sprinkles of Epsom salts. And that just helps blend the oils with your witch hazel and water blend. For a simple homemade bug repellent, I use just 3 simple oils. I start with about 20 drops of a blend called Purification. Young Living makes this blend, and I'll tell you in a little bit why I choose Young Living essential oils to make all of my chemical-free DIY options. So about 20 drops of Purification blend, about 10 drops of lavender essential oil, and about 10 drops of peppermint. That's a very simple, easy bug repellent that you can use on the whole family. Safe for kids, and it's also good for your doggies if your dogs are out with you. If you want to add just a little bit of a kick to keep the ticks away, since ticks are so bad this year, you can use things like tea tree oil or geranium oil. Those are both really great options to just add a little punch to your DIY bug repellents to keep the ticks off. Other great options I have here is lemongrass. Lemongrass is a wonderful bug deterrent. Palo Santo and thyme are always really great choices to use in your bug repellents. There's really no set recipe for the best bug repellents. Really, it's whatever you have on hand as far as your essential oils are concerned, and just mix it up and see what works for you. If you like certain smells, certain blends, use them all. I'm sure they will all work great to defend against the peskies that are outside during the summertime. Another thing I'm going to talk real quickly about is using bug repellent on your livestock. I grew up on a dairy farm, and showing cows, I know we always put chemicals on our cows, you know, when it comes to showtime, to keep the flies off of them, to make their coats shiny, hairsprays and different products like that, just so they look their best for show. So I'm kind of on a little mini mission now to get people to switch over to using all natural ingredients on their livestock, whether it be dairy cattle, steers, goats, pigs, horses. There's lots of different options to use to make them show ready. And fly spray, of course, you want them to be free of the pests as well. But it also helps keep them calm in the show ring so they're not swatting away while you're trying to have them look their best. A very simple recipe for that is just to do what I had already said was a little mixture of water, witch hazel, add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. If all you have on hand is some store-bought, that's fine. It is best to go out and seek the organic kinds if you can go to your natural stores in your area and find some of the best quality ingredients. It really is about putting the best ingredients you can find into your products so that you know exactly where it's coming from, what you're using, and that it is all natural. So mix these options together. Like I said, it's a little bit of a half and half ratio. You're going to do about half distilled water, half witch hazel or vodka, and then you can add, depending on the size, a couple tablespoons to about half a cup of apple cider vinegar to your blends. And it's the same type of recipes as here. Purification is a great one, lavender and peppermint. As long as all of these are diluted properly, and you should have enough in a bottle that it dilutes it quite nicely for you. These are all great options to use on your livestock as well. The apple cider vinegar is just going to give it a little extra punch. It's going to help keep it on their coats, keep them safe from the bee stings and the bug bites and everything else that comes along with being outdoors as an animal in the summertime. So it's best to keep these in a glass jar. So what I recommend doing is making a big batch, especially if you're going to use it on livestock, and keeping it in a mason jar until you're ready to use it. Find little glass spray bottles. You can get them on Amazon, or you can find them at your local natural stores. The Container Store. There's a lot of different options to find glass. But glass or stainless steel spraying bottles are the best because you don't want to leach the chemicals out of plastic, especially when we're talking about living chemical-free lifestyle. So do your best to find those options as well. I would love to give away some purification oil, maybe enough oil, purification, lavender, and peppermint to make your own bug spray. But first, I want to talk real quick about why I choose Young Living. I use Young Living essential oils because they're therapeutic grade and their commitment to quality. They don't sacrifice the integrity of their product. They go straight from the source, straight from their own farms. They do all of their own planting, their own cultivating, distilling, quality testing, and bottling. So you know exactly where your product's coming from, and you know it's never third-party sourced, that you're always getting the best of the best, and that's why I choose Young Living. You're never going to find any product in your essential oil that is not essential oil. And that's really important. These days, a lot of people are selling essential oil as 100% pure. Keep in mind that in order to market, they only have to put 5% pure essential oil in the bottle, and the rest, the 95%, can be anything else they decide to put in it. So really, you want to kind of focus on where your oils are coming from and the quality of the product. So let's talk about giving away some oils. I would like you all to join me on Oily Stem Facebook and like my page, and then PM me with your name and email address, and I will go on to random.org to choose a winner. I would like to see all of these names put in by June 30th, 2015, so I can draw a winner, so that you all can get off the summer right and bring your own homemade DIY bug repellents to your next picnics to share with your friends and family. Thank you all for joining me.